Okay, take it away.
Well, Nana, I think you have a fascinating life. I think that I really look at you as like a free woman and a woman who's always done what she wanted to do in addition to taking care of her family. But you really always spoke your mind,
And
and
still do.
yeah, and you didn't allow men to control you,
That's right.
but you weren't overbearing either. You just didn't take any stuff.
That's right.
How were you able to do that when at a time when so many women didn't?
Well, I think my husband, growing up with my husband, I think he just would, sometimes would be arguing, and he'd gone. And I felt so silly arguing with the walls, that was, so he never did. He never would, he was very, very, very kind person. And so he always had to kind of let me have my way about things. And one thing about it, I always thought that was good about me and my husband, where our children was concerned, we agreed. If he says that you can't go,
That's it.
then you didn't go. And the kids would come to me and say, Mama, that's not right. And I said, well, we don't always make the right decision. But at the time we're making them, we think it's best for you. And so that's what we do. That's what I do. So he doesn't go against what I say, and I'm not going against what he says, And that's that. So might as well, go and be still, because that's it, So, and I think being with that togetherness, I've never had a child get in trouble or go to jail or anything, And I think it's because of the theory we had is.
Granddaddy's been gone for 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like?
Well, I miss him, And sometimes I think when I make decisions, he's right there with me. Mm-hmm. I just don't think he's completely out of my life, because I think that, you still go on. You don't forget traditions and things that we talked about. And it's just, I just stand firm and, on what I believe and what he believes in. So. And then I compare my life to the children's life. And I said, I tell you, I had a good marriage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're really bad at marriage, Nana. Our generation is not very good. Why do you think that?
And sometimes I think maybe that you all have taken my assertiveness to a higher level, and sometimes I think the men kind of, they're not like my husband was, it would just walk away, you know what I mean, and give me time to think, and then he'd come back home, I can remember we had an argument, and I said to him, why don't you leave? And he said, where am I going to go? I said, I don't care where you go. Just, I just don't want you here anymore doing our little argument. And he'd say, well, why don't you leave? And I said, well, because I make payments on the house. And I'm not going to leave. I'm going to lose all my money I put into this house. I said, I'm not about to go. He said, well, you know something? He said, it's a GI house. And I'm not going to leave either. He said, so look at me. See, we're doing life. so that is it.
So that's
he wasn't
it.
going no place, and I wasn't going no place.
Get off of me.
Yeah. So I think maybe